me do the get out already. Them attack on the fire ready. Everything that. Alright. Yo.
No one ever can understand it. The way the system plans. There is no hope, no chance, no loophole, no escape for a sufferer man. Cause every time I get my head about water, try to save myself from drowning. There's an overnight scheme on work out, designed to mash me down. Still I'm putting up resistance. I'm not gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up resistance. No, I'm not gonna work it out. Cool me down, blowing blow. I wanna stay home tonight. I love to spend some time with my family. Staying home won't make it right. Sometimes the pressure make me feel like all when every sign says no way out. Breaking my back to making over that dollar. That just moves from mouth to mouth. Still I'm putting up a resistance now. I'm gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up a resistance. I'm gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up resistance. And I'm gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up resistance. And I'm gonna work it out. Lord, got to fight now. You see, I never will understand it, no, the way the system goes. I don't know how they do it. It's only one way things flow. Cause every time I lift my head above water, try to save myself from drowning. There's an overnight scheme on work out, designed to mash me down. Still I'm putting up a resistance now. I'm not gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up a resistance. I'm not gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up a resistance. I'm not gonna work it out. Lord, I'm putting up a resistance. I'm not gonna work it out. Play. Got to. Don't read about it.
Easily one of the best songs of 1992, putting up resistance, man called Barry's Hammond. And we're working on the drums. We're working on the bass. Dennis Brown! Dennis Brown! You here's the crowd! Regular Royals to Dennis Brown inside a bit of splash. Breakdown! Dennis Brown!
Watch it. Tell me why can't I be your faithful life? You know that I'd always want to be by your side.
Good evening, everyone.
And happiness, and I feel good all over. Joy and happiness, and I feel like crimson glow.
Rasta leave, man.
All I ever wanted to do, just to be with you.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Open Conversation.
I say that this is no disrespect, because I'm falling on you. Yeah, there's no disrespect. What's going on over you? Why can't I be your kids? You know that I'd always want to be by your side. Good kids, by your side. By your side.
He wears the crown.
Stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a promise with you. I saw Zion. Jabba, Rastafari. Yeah, man, wonderful. Let your be praised. While I bring
Yo, let me not waste time here. Let me come back to proper. Assalamu alaikum. I was watching this reggae song flash in 1992. You know, it's nice. The late Dennis Emmanuel Brown, the late Garnet Sale. You know, reggae to the world. Respect. Assalamu alaikum. Musidal on jara matanala mo. No kiki down. This is your brother Bubakar Gobi Jalo. I welcome you all to the platform, Open Conversation. I have my brother Muhammad Kim Fati, you know, Rastafari is my youth. Bro, Mora Avenya, Tanala,
Alhamdulillah, we know, Tanala. No way.
On no kiki down.
Alhamdulillah, yes.
That's great. It's great. Thank you, my brother. I was making my entrance. You know, I was watching this Mega Song Flash 1992. You know, I saw it from Lamin Owens. You know, Owens Yalo from Basse. You know, he posted one on his Facebook one early morning. I was at work, bro. You know, so I saw this. It's you know, I used to listen to the audio self, like, you know, the mix. You know,
the mix.
Yeah, it's nice, man. You know, you have the late Dennis Emmanuel Brown, you have this reggae icons, boy, Garnet Sale, you know, may their soul rest in peace. And we have our legend Dennis Barry Salmon there. Bro, welcome to the Open Conversation, man. Thank God that we can host this again, have our discussion. I will let you make your greetings because I already did. You choose to do it any language you want, you know, it's up to you, bro.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, bading olimbal be kontona kuteke. Kal welcome na conversation to nga mu open conversation. Kakacha ko la muninga longo ole be kirin gambe bankoka. So you are all welcome. Mbafala le bismillah the conversation, you know. Anal badima Muhammad and Babukar Jallo.
Brother, it is interesting that we are here talking like we are, you know. I know, you know, we sometimes see the same topics, or we confronted with the same issues, because me and you, we are not sitting in the Gambia, we are living in Belgium, but social media make us close home, because it makes us like it makes it like we are at home, because
for real,
back home you cannot just not just ignore things like that. You cannot do it, because you are you get the news firsthand, you know, or whether it is false news or accurate. But me and you, sometimes we share our opinions on certain platforms, you know, or profiles of other people, of people's views. But that makes it more interesting to have it also like we are doing it here. You know, it's not like we don't have like underground contacts, but it is good that Morangana online, like we are doing, to talk openly, to have a genuine conversation about our what we agreed on, and in me alonko, you know, Mormang agree on. So that in that sense, I will hear you. Maybe I understand you better when you speak to me than when you write, or you will understand me better when I speak to you than I write, because maybe I might be sitting on with other emotions and I will react or write in a sense that me and myself, I don't understand really what I'm saying. First of all, what I want to because do you think, I will ask you this, do you think political the way now alongside every political party have their own platforms, they have their own social media platforms, they have their own social media houses, propaganda houses. You know, even your GMC, they have that. You know,
that's
every
true.
political party, all these active political parties that we are known in the Gambia, from the NPP, GMC, UDP, PDOIS, because you know, me, I receive a lot of invitations from political media house, like propaganda platforms. I reject them. I don't want to, because ni Mohammed Fatih Aje, I am a fan of GMC, you know, and at the same time I am a fan of UDP platform or PPP or any other platform. You might be confused. Why? Like I come here and say I am not affiliated with any political party, you know, but you cannot avoid the fact that Mohammed Fatih is my friend. He thinks, oh, okay, I should be seeing things on GMC or UDP or something, and you invite me on those platforms because I have both family and friends, you know, from the UDP, GMC, PDOIS, like NPP, all those people who are belonging there. They invite me every day to these platforms, these social media. But the fact that I know these platforms, they cannot educate me, you know. They are merely for propaganda, political propaganda. That's why I don't follow them. The interview that you post, the criticism of the president, talking to the Baro media. I received that invitations from that media house, you know, hundreds from people from Basse, URR, and in the combos. Hundreds of them, but I reject them. But I cannot, like, you know, I will say this here. Brother MB Kurubari, I am unfriendly. He unfriendly me. So I don't, he unfriend me. I don't see his postings. Only like people like you, when you post or people repost what he posts, that I see. I know why he unfriend me, because I had a confrontation with him about an article that was written about. I wrote something on my Facebook page about, by then, these tribalist, nationalist issues. The people of I Love Basse, one of their editors, he just shared my views on the platform. Like I post on my Facebook page, he posted that. Brother MB Kurubari wrote on the platform to tell those people that it is not nice that people from Basse be writing those things. I replied, because these people make me an editor there, so that I can broadcast direct from from this media house on that platform. You know, I don't write there. I don't write things there. I only like broadcast, like now I'm doing now. I have access to the media house to broadcast there. But when I get notification, when I get it, I write to him personally. I say, this is my view. This is nobody's. This is my view, and I hope that you understand. You respect that. I said, this is my view, because if you think people who come out, use platform media houses and come here be tribalizing, you know, castigating some tribes, you know, marginalizing people, you know, and you think that is, you want to say that people should not, because of we call the name of Basse. These people call friends of Basse, I Love Basse. Somebody from Basse should not say that. I write personally. I say, this is my view. You can go to my Facebook page and see it. I write this. This boy just copy it and paste it on the other platform. You know, if I don't follow him, I will not see what he's doing. So, but for you people to sit down there, be criticizing, to taking serious the comment of the president. I get that people started, when the people started, Kabrimol started was say this thing, the broadcast. I got the notification, but immediately the president started speaking. I started catching. I know this is not for me. I stopped watching it, because immediately I stopped watching it immediately, because I knew it was not for me. You understand? Because when he started explaining, he was narrating his past with the UDP, his stand, their struggle. That is not for me. I don't want to know that. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I noticed by then this is for those people there, and those people who the Barrow Media House, yes, they're using it to sell propaganda, to attract people, and they got people like you and brother MB Kurubari, and you people want to make big deal out of that. The first thing you people should have done is you should just, if the president was to speak in public, like use GRTS, or he invite all professional media houses to say, I'm talking to them now, we come to talk to the president. Like Aliu went to speak to lawyer Hussein Udabo, and when these people went to speak to Mai Fati, or when they went to speak to to the president themselves, they talk about national matters. They ask him things about the nation, but these people are just fanatics. They go there, they just listening, they will just be engaging the president on things that other people will like to hear. His fan base, because he was there talking about his stand when he was with the UDP, what their struggle, what he have done for the UDP. Baba Jal come here, what the president is saying, said there that you people think is big deal. Baba Jal said that 5 years ago. Baba Jal said here, Baba Jal said that. Baba said what the president said. Baba Jal have been saying that for the last 5-6 years since he left the UDP. No, since even he was with the UDP. When he was calling himself UDP 1996. You hear him say that all the all what you people hear there is because President Adama Barrow is the president, and he was talking on a political platform. You people want to use that, but he was not talking to you people. You should just have been this is my opinion. I'm saying here. I engage you on this. I want us to continue it here. I'm telling you, because you charged me when Brother Suleiman Jeng also said he did not, what the president was, his discussion was not, it's not presidential, it's not waiting and so. But to me, you people should not have listened to him. That is my opinion, because I did that. Because yeah, you know, but I have almost everybody from Basse is on my Facebook list.
Yeah, I know.
99.9 people from Basse who are on Facebook are on my Facebook list. So these people on URL, all these people, they will be sharing this thing. I get them. Like you share Brother MB's opinions, I will get it. Even though he's not my friend, but I will see it. You know, because I will have notification. Mohammed Fati update his status. Yeah, I will see it. You understand? Like you always share things from Brother My Fati on other things. I see them. Even though I follow Brother My Fati, you know, I once challenged a comment on Brother My Fati's page. He wrote to me personally. He said he understand my opinion. I never said that. I never said that on here. But he wrote me. He made me to understand. He understand he accept my opinion. You know.
Yeah.
I never said it. I was just critical of his certain statement, what he was writing. He wrote to me. He wrote a message saying that he said that I wrote. I was on a different opinion of his article, so that's why he write it to make me understand that he respect my views on the on.
That's good. That's good.
You understand what I'm saying? I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that, because he would just ignore me like he ignored hundreds of people. You know, maybe he saw. I don't know why he replied to me by then. Maybe I was not rude, or I was just. He just see that, okay, I was just concerned about what he wrote. That's why maybe he respond. But for you people to I know you and Brother MB all are using it's political time. But what is your take on this? You is so low. Why? What is your take on this?
All right, thank you very much. I understand very well what you said, and like you said, that's how you see the speech of the president. But I see it differently. You know, because when the president speaks, I see him as the head of the country, the president of the country. Someone, when he speaks, the whole country should listen and should learn something from him. So, because the office he is occupying is the highest office of the land, and the seat he is sitting on is not an ordinary seat. If Mr. President was speaking in his house and talking to some people, whoever likes him, and they were talking about, Bantaba like chit chat, nobody cares what he said in that platform. But as far as he is using the state resources and the state time, and also broadcasting it live on publicly.
Can I come in here? How do you know? How do you know that it was not on his official time? How do you people know that? How do you think the president should be 24 hours on functions? Like the president is a civil servant, you believe?
He's a civil servant, yeah.
Yeah, he's number one civil servant. So he works from.
No, the president works. It's not like we work from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5.
Should the president have his free time?
Of course, he should have his free time. Yes.
How do you know when he hosts these fans of him, this Barrow movement, it was not on his free time?
I didn't know. Definitely, I didn't know that whether it's his free time or not on his free time.
Let me finish my questions first.
Okay, go ahead.
Was those people broadcasting that interview? Oh, that chat. I don't call that interview. That is just a banter discussion to me, because they were not even asking him questions. He was just narrating. So I didn't watch everything. But are those people funded by the state?
The Barrow Media Empowerment.
Yeah.
No, that's not. It's not. I'm not saying the Barrow Media Empowerment, but the place he's occupying, the president himself, the place he's occupying, is funded by the state.
Yeah, but the president lives there and he have a free time.
Yes.
So if he's using his free time to meet his fans, and the fans choose to make like I did here, I am in my house now. Nobody's funding this. This is my own funds, Even if I was working for the state, like this laptop I'm using here, if the state buy this for me to be working with it, but they have it at my house, I have it at my working from home, I can be using this for other functions that is not state functions.
Yeah, but what is important here is whether these people, they come to interview him or to chat with him. The president have a lot of important things to tell the nation, as far as he's the president. He don't have the luxury to just go and sit, and just take freely, and while it is covered publicly, There are, I think when the president is on the camera, whether it's state camera, state media, or whoever is interviewing him, as long as between there you have state ministers sitting there, state ministers, they are sitting there, the ministers are there, cabinet ministers. Okay. They are all there sitting there, and listening,
I just that's why I told you this. The president started when he started saying UDP. I knew this was not for me.
But you can see some cabinet ministers sitting there, and they are listening, So what benefit did the president or we gain when the president they are sitting and chatting like that? The cabinet ministers are sitting, What I think he should use that occasion, to tell the people what the program of NPP is, what plan he has for the country, that he can talk about some of the difficulties the people are facing in that country. There are thousand and one. Well, yes.
What if that was for propaganda? They are just there to castigate the UDP, like they did, like just to paint a bad image of the UDP, and they are doing that. That is the main agenda for the president, for a former member of an association to go in public to sit like that, to confidently, welcome fans who will use that, those informations that were like secret to amongst you people, to be speaking about them in public. It have an objective, bro.
Yes, the objective is wrong, because the president.
Why do you think?
If the head of a state, the whole state, can sit down and talk for 2 hours, a whole 2 hours, without mentioning even one policy of his government, just because you want to make the other your opposition bad, I think we should pass that kind of politics, This is if a head of state can stoop that low, and be throwing stone to his opponent. What about his followers? What kind of example he's setting to the people? If he himself can sit there, and talk bad about his opponent, up to the point of revealing the secrets you have with them, what that tells about the person, his character,
Like, but Mohammed Fatih, you have to agree that is the state of politics in the Gambia. Let me not say Africa in general. We are talking about Gambia. That is every day. You don't be blinded, brother. You know what I'm talking about. This is what they do. They are doing every day in the Gambia and outside the Gambia. People who are affiliated in other associations, they use social media. Even bro, we all believe UDP is the biggest political party, in the Gambia presently. That is what we are made to believe, because we did not go to elections now. You understand? So we are just, it's presumptions. People are assuming that they are the biggest party. But if you listen to the UDP social media propaganda house, it is disgusting, my brother. You know what I'm talking about. So
the difference is this guy is the head of state. He should set an example. If people he should set an example.
I agree.
And for him to divulge such a secret, to the public like that, number one, it speaks about the character of who he is. This will tell some people that he is not someone to be trusted. It's not someone you can, because if he can.
For president, they are trying, because this will not be the first and last.
President.
Do you believe
that? I think it's just politics. He's just trying to make UDP feel bad. He just trying to make people, see UDP in the bad way, and while trying to.
Do you understand also? There is rumor going around. Molka Foko, Babaja was encouraged to come to the Gambia to make these bold statements that he is saying. All this to make big, claims in the Gambia, because we are approaching December, bro. So this is all to pollute the UDP, and it is not helping them, because
I can tell you it backfires, because this statement of the president backfires on him. It backfires, because even some of his supporters are very upset about this thing. Because people see him as someone who is ritualist, who is involved in cultism, and all stuff like that. Because one can argue that Hussein was in prison, he was not aware of these things. So one can say that President Barrow and whoever is involved in this, they are the one who did it. Hussein was in prison. So one can argue that point, because he was in prison at the time.
But Babaja said this, they did these things in 1996. All those elections they were doing that. Babaja Fang said when they itatanu malonka wulo ilafta wulo berela alive, I think then they, by the time they arrest those UDP militants in Birkama, by then, Jame arrest them. You know the story, about trying to bury animals alive. By then, lawyer Usainu Dabo was not in prison.
Yeah, that's Babaja's statement. But
but
what the president said.
How do you believe that what the president is saying is not under the same context? It's not the same objective that Babaja is trying to paint.
Yeah,
the president is. When I watch what you say, like you people choose, you brother, you and brother MB, what the contest that brother MB tried to use, they don't broadcast the whole the only where the president was explaining those things. The president is trying to show that Hussein Dabo is not destined to become a leader in the Gambia.
Yeah, but still, that's nobody can stand and say that, because to be who is going to be a president and not to be a president is in the hand of God. No, me, I don't believe that. Anybody can.
Yeah, we don't.
That's something people like me will never be convinced of it.
I personally believe when a majority of people trust you and they cast vote for you, whether they go to Marabu or not, because or else Yaya Jammeh will not have lost elections to Adama Barrow. It's because of popular movement and common goal. Many people have common goal and popular movement. That's why they could win him, not because of all this maraboutism. But my brother, you cannot deny the fact that people are killing people for their own benefit, for their interest, sacrificing human beings, sacrificing animals, doing all kind of rituals just for an objective.
That's true. Yeah, it's true. I believe that.
So these are not new things, but once
again,
they
are not new. They are not new things. But,
I'm not saying the acts. I say the claims. These claims
claims.
They are not new. We knew these things because people were arrested in the Gambia trying to bury animals alive. People are arrested in graveyards, and all those things because Yaya Jammeh had spies. He had people who pretend to be GMC while they are not GMC. People who pretend to be UDP when they are not UDP. They will give information to the NIA, and the NIA will invade at accurate time. We have been hearing these stories for so long. It's because the Adama Barrow is now the president. He's sitting there now. He's saying, yes, I was part of it. Now you people want to take that against him.
Yeah, but like you said, we have been hearing this, but who have among the opposition leader or among the aspirant political leader who have come out, and this is something like if you have done it, okay, you have done it. The time you are doing it, you did it in secret because it's something that is not good. You will not go and do it proudly for people to see it. You hide and do it. So when you hide and did these things, for years later, you come out, and that this is forbidden in our religion, is forbidden in our tradition, to go and tamper with the dead, This is, nobody can fathom these things. So for a president to come out boldly and say, I have done this, I have participated in these things, and the whole country is listening to it. He's not conscious of the sensibility of this involved in these things, The concern of the society, how people will take these things. You don't think about that also, So he just come out and say this without thinking the repercussion and how people will perceive it. It's something that I cannot understand. Somebody should even advise him that you cannot say this, in public. You cannot admit to this in public because it's not good in anywhere you see. It's not good, So for you to come and say this, you have involved yourself in this. It will only, look bad on you, because nobody will be proud of this for you, Even your own supporter will not be proud of this.
You can say we all, to be candid, to hear that. It's not like it is. I am not sure those kind of things are going on. If they say they kill a person, a human being, to sacrifice to become president or all those things, I will believe it. Because those are common things in Africa. People don't do those things.
Yeah, of course.
I will believe that.
People did it.
I will not be surprised that they kill human beings for their own good. Because we all hear on the TRRC what Yaya Jammeh was doing. So it's not like we don't know that. We have been hearing those rumors on the Freedom Radio and all those things. We have been hearing those rumors because people who are involved or people who know more me idata tawo ko to nungi ka funtinang ka secretol di mol,
Yeah.
So why do you want to take this political social media, political media house is so serious?
No, I don't take them serious. I take it's the president that I feel disappointed in. If these people come to you, they want to talk about certain things that are not of relevant to the country and to the people. You as the president should tell them, let's talk about what NPP. Ask me things that will make people to come to NPP. Ask me about my policies and ask me what I can do for the country. Ask me these things, and then we can talk about it. But you want me to talk about the secret and to say that even before making a president, you see, better state house, what are all those things, you understand?
That is funny and all. But
it's funny,
yeah, it's funny. It's funny. But will you be surprised next in his next episode as he'll be talking about my party, brother my party, and he will be talking about the PDIS and we'll be talking about how those people all failed him. Will you be surprised?
No, I will not be surprised. Because President Barrow can say and do anything just to make himself look good in the eye of the people. But that is the president,
No, he's not
the president,
He's not the president. He's an opponent of all these people.
But also the president, don't forget, he's president of the country.
Yeah, but we are in an election year, my brother. He will be going to the field with these people. He need votes against these people. So
yeah, when it's time for campaign, yeah, but when people come to you, State House, and the state ministers are sitting, they should learn something from you, and they should go out, they should go in this when they are going, they should go out with at least something that they will learn from you, and they will take it seriously. But at the end of the day, they all disperse without learning anything from you, or except stories of stories that are so bizarre, and difficult to understand, This is my point. For me, yeah. It's not about what he says, but it's about sitting there in the State House. Do you think if the Belgian Prime Minister did this and start to talk foolishly like the Belgian, they will not sack him?
No, politics in Europe and politics in Africa are two different.
They are not do that here. If you say it, they will say it's mad. They will just. The parliament will just impeach, vote against you, and they say you are not fit to be a president.
But you have to agree. You have to agree to the fact that the two things, those two are not the same. The democracy, the political landscape and ideology in Africa and that of the Western Europe here is not the same. You have to agree that. You have to accept this fact because in Belgium, me and you, we live in Belgium here, but we don't have this kind of political jamborees or fanfare, but
that's true.
Bob the Weber is the big,
is the big guy,
but you cannot you do never see people going to his house, taking cars, going around, following him everywhere. If Bob the Weber if he was to come,
don't have time for that.
If he was to come to your street, maybe he will be coming with only his driver or something. You will not even notice. That is the politics.
You will not notice.
There is a lot of time to waste. People have a lot of time to waste, bro, and you know it.
No, for me. That's my concern.
I agree. I agreed with you. This here is what we agreed on: that the juncture was useless. It was not educative. It was not productive. That's why, for me, at the first place, I did not listen to it. I just put it off, because when this boy said, Barrow movement, blah blah, come in here, and the president started talking. When he started putting his first points, I knew that was not for me. He was talking to his fan. I knew it was not for me. It was for his fan base. So I went off. Even if that can happen to anybody. If any of this political or anybody is talking, if I see it is not for me, I will not further. I will not further. If I think I have no interest there, I will not further. So I will advise you also to stay away from their political propaganda houses.
So what did that tell about this? Because your president is speaking and you don't have interest to listen to him. So That tells you that, you know.
Listen,
what
I listen to the president when people like the journalists, like these media houses, when they go to. I listen to everybody. I listen to media houses when they're talking to Hussein Udabo, lawyer Hussein Udabo. I listen to them when they are talking to my brother, my Fati. I listen to them when they are talking to all these political candidates, because I want to understand what is going on in the Gambia. You know, I want to understand the mindset of the leadership in the Gambia. You understand? So when I noticed this live stream was not like an interview, a session by where people will put genuine questions to the president, I knew it was not for me. I am not going to learn anything from it, and if I want to criticize it, I cannot have genuine criticism of it, only negative, because first of all, I see that it was not for me. So this I go to lives, I go to, how to call it, to festivals, and I live stream. People might say, Bubakar, you are useless. I be in my car, I'll be listening to a song. The song is very nice. I come live so that people listen to it. But some people will think I am showing off, or I am useless. You know, I am playful, but still remains, I choose to do it, you know, on my free time, on my own time. So the criticism might not be the same. I understand your opinion. Your opinion is the president should have been there to tell us, or these people who came to talk to the president, to tell, Mr. President, we are behind you, we are NPP. So what do you think the NPP will do next when they have their own government, like majority government, like elected NPP government? Let's say that.
Exactly.
Then you see all this, and that would have been very important. But these people are not for that. We've seen their videos here. They go to Basse, they saw the bridge, they saw all these roads, they saw all these things, the propaganda that the president have been doing in the Gambia, or what he want to do. We've seen those things, you know. We've seen them when these people went to Bagadaji, you know, for their meeting in Bagadaji. They make a contra videos to show that those people who went to Bagadaji are all coming from outside Bagadaji. They are not from Bagadaji. We've seen those things. So these are contra. If you want to follow the UDP or the NPP media houses and to see what they are showing us, like you, the GMC, and me, the independent, you might be every day going out of your head, because they are trying to these two political houses, they are making propaganda, and you will be carried along like like our big man from Basse, brother MB. He's a UDP, you know, 100% UDP.
No, for me, I don't follow. I don't get carried by Barrow Media Empire. But anytime Barrow himself speak, that's the time, you know, I have something to say. But they talk about many things in their platform. We are never bothered. But as far as if Barrow himself as the president, anytime he himself speak, that's where I get concerned, you know. That's where I get concerned, because
what you should do is you should follow Barrow Media House, so that you will get alert every time, because this will not be this first time, and it will.
If you see, I don't even follow their Alafongo. You see, most of the time I receive it from MB Krubali. I don't follow them directly like this, you know. So me also, I follow it. I get it from MB Krubali, you know, and from other people, you know.
MB Kulubali is influencing you. If you are to come here and criticize, brother, MB Kulubali call all projects of the NPP in Basse elephant projects.
No, those ones I don't agree with him on those issues. But some of the Barrow statement, no.
MB is on record on his live streams. He called all projects of the NPP, the current government projects in Basse, you know, in URR, elephant projects. They are not needed. He said it. He's on record. He's the first Bassarian I hear say that on record. He called them elephant projects. You know?
No, that's not true. That's his opinion, but that's not true. Because the bridge in Basse and the roads they are not.
Brother Maifati, next candidate of the candidate, he was honest to sit down on like his last meeting to say to say that as a Bassarian, a man from URR, to commend the current government of call those things as positive progresses. Brother MB Kurubari is on record. He called those projects as as elephant projects. I was surprised to hear that from him.
No, obviously anybody from Basse, or if you're not only Basse, every Gambian will agree that those projects are they will impact the life of people in Basse, in a positive way.
Why do you not do a video contradicting to his statement about calling the Basse market is not, they are building on this, the bridge is not the road, and all. He made special platform. He's the mouthpiece of UDP in URR in the diaspora.
But I don't know why I don't see his live videos. I don't see him on live. Only when he shared videos I can see him, but I don't see him live, coming on live, and making these claims. It's just not like I hear from you, but I never see God this.
Maybe did it? You go, brother MB Kurbali is the first Basse person from URR. I hear on social media to call projects of happening in URR as elephant projects. You know what that means in English?
Yeah, it's just useless. They don't make sense.
So let's call. So brother MB is me. I support. I used to follow his activity when he was with when he was an activist. Now he's a politician. Yeah. So now he's a politician. I don't follow his political act, because anything that he says on media is based on politics for me.
Yeah, so, of course. Now he's full-time politician.
When he was with the
when he was an activist, no.
When he was an activist, democracy, I don't know, diaspora for democracy for change, all those things. By then, I salute him. He was so honest in his opinions. He was an activist by then. So, but he never supported the president since then. I hear once when just the changes happen, yeah. By then, he even how to call it? How to call him? This brother, this pandemic, coming out why you don't support the president? You might like because Pandere
also.
Pandere said that to him one day, on the Alera shows. I was laughing my ass off. But bro, let's come to reality here. Apart from this, what is your take about this political financial scandals happening in URR, Basse Area Council? We were talking about these scandals there, these financial scandals happening there. What is your take on this member Menketa KMC? And I received an audio also where this viral, where this happenings about BC also, Banjul City Council, about Roy Malik law. What is your take on that?
Yeah, well, as for the KMC issue, I think we have all seen this KMC mayor Taliban Suda, made a press conference, and discuss about what is happening at the council, So based on what he said and the recommendation he gave, I think, I don't know the genesis of what happened, whether that's the whole story or there is something or that is not said. But so far, what has been said, what I heard, and that's what I'm going to base my judgment on, and give my opinion on. So, for now, I would say I'll give credit to them for coming out, and admitting that definitely there was something going on which was not okay. And then, some of them resigned, some of them were suspended. The prime suspect in Kokono. So I think that's what they can do for now, and then they carry on with the investigation, because that's all we know right now. Kafoko, the finance director and the deputy CEO whatsoever were involved in corruption. So suspend, and then they recover some of the money. So that's I think this is the first time we have seen, even in the central government, nothing like this have ever happened, So Ngajala corruption scandal can emerge, and no one is suspended for it. No one is no one is being taken care, no one takes responsibility of all of those things. But at least a Taliban I press conference commandi, I tell them all Mumbe caring, I tell the council a statement and ye couldn't recover, So based on Dangamunje, is promising, so unless something also came to contradict what he said, the counterfact, Modo, another story is different from what I move for. And then with facts, I will shift my position. But for now, I will say that's kudos to him, for accepting that definitely things were not okay. And, they are handling the situation, they are investigating the situation. Moon involved, suspended and they don't resign that. So for me, that's a step in the right direction, without that's.
What do you say to the fact that KMC was, because Pandering by wrote on his platforms like 3 weeks ago. I saw that long time ago when before this story coming out proper. Pandering by wrote about this, saying that he's trying to talk to the CEO and the deputy mayor of chairman of KMC, but they are not picking his calls because of Pandering threatening to come out with the information that he had. That's why these people are speaking up. Don't you think still they are not telling us the truth? It's because of this, somebody is named, That's why now they have no choice but to come out and tell us what is going on, because nobody in the Gambia, there is no Gambian living today who doesn't know how far Pandering by and the Freedom Radio can go, because we all can now give credit to a lot of things that we dismiss. Pandering 10 years ago, Manlala, we don't accept those. We say it was not true. Don't you think these are the reasons behind all this coming out, trying to clear themselves? Because they are still saying there are a lot of hidden agendas, hidden stories. Sorry.
No, Panderlako, I'll come to that later, because then in Panderi personally, something happened between me and Panderi, I'll come to that later. But Nyimfonko, there are many times, allegations like a findi, the parliament, but at the end of the day, nobody come out and accept it. So KMC can do the same thing. If at all Talib don't want to, Amalafika transparency, because it's the council, everybody involved there. If they come together and say, you know what, we had this information from Panderi, so this thing involves all of us. So let's try to contain this, and debunk and say that Panderi is lying, At the end of the day, the colony we see it among each other. I understand. So all of you will have our share, and then we just, we deny this rumor and say it's just a rumor. Whatever document he come out with, we are the council. We can all come together and be as one, and fight against Panderi. You understand?
Can I help you here? But we have similar. And they say I can make similarity between these two things, and this thing and Menketa Basse during this, giving out this, applications of the Basse source Marseauto, because we had that there was they created a committee responsible for allocating, allocating this market subs. And we had that one of our councillor of Basse Ward was not informed about that. Don't you think that might be the same thing? Or brother, like we always hear from brother Fode Daniel saying when he's contacted, he say he don't know about those things. He don't know thing. Don't you think that is the same thing that's happened to the brother Talib Bensouda in KMC too?
Like, but Talibu have a press conference today, Kabri Inko Kabari Akalamuta, they called the lady in question, and then Fanko. Question, she tried to explain, but she apologized for thinking that what she was doing was legal, not knowing that it was illegal. I understand. So even if he was not involved, but at some point he came to know about it. And when he came to know about it, according to him, the steps he took, he told the people the steps he took. So whether you were informed at the beginning or you came to know it later, what is important when you come to know about it? What have you done about it?
Yes.
The information. What have you done about it, and what steps have you taken? That's the most important thing. So one might say, he was not involved at the beginning. He didn't know, but once he knew about it, whether through freedom or through whosoever, he took this step. And then the step he take until that a thorough investigation has been done and he is proving otherwise. I think everyone should just see it like that's the right step at the moment, because one Munketa, they suspend the guy, two of them, or the other one resigned, they suspend two of them, and investigation is going on, So that's, I think, anybody, any responsible, leader will do, Because other than that, what are you going to do, Understand?
But, bro, what does that tell about the quality of our civil servants, the honesty of our civil servants towards the poor Gambian working class people?
It's just unfortunate that Gambian, ninga chance of pruka namol lead, first thing kalaf kamunga, ka advantage namol kind, you understand? So first of all, like most of our people are not honest to themselves, and they are not who they say they are, They come over in public, wolf in a sheep clothing,
Yeah.
You understand? Because you are in charge of Kodol Muni Alanko, consulate time, at the end of the day, it ever ko kun kala ko kone yanda jella ko nyimu wandi fengol dino enda tilon in tonya sabatin la jeli ajel. So e kanyina mu e kaminta ko whether these people maybe ninga nyinke they will not know about it, but ibukanon ko akuo mitanya nyende akalon ne. So number one, this honesty, like honesty, we are not honest to ourselves. We man na doko malong kan kamune ke to kamera ko ninkara doko la nkata ngam fam banna ngam fam ke banna ngam fam rich at the expense of the poor people. You understand it? So normally that time of reference, ila TOR, time of reference, ikajele ila doko munete yenda kamunke So if you don't know, ask. If you cannot carry the job, just quit, and go. It's better than, you involve yourself into something, convincing yourself I'm doing something right, whilst we know that it's not right, So I think it's right time. It's right time, Namol, first of all, we get honest to ourselves, not telling, we be transparent in whatever we are doing. If not, then at the end of the day, we'll just keep into seeing some of these things happening over and over again, because you have accomplished on all of these things. But nima most of mumbe makwela, ima most of ni mumba discourse la for example, this is what I want to do. So what do you think? Okay, no, Mohammed, Mohammed, this is not the right thing, This you move from time, you move for a time, you cannot do this, So you go to the next person, you have nobody to support you. Then at the end of the day, you'll stand alone, and you not have the courage to go ahead and do what you want to do. So, but ninka most of the moon come mako, then we always have things like this happening.
Bro, but you live. How far are you from Ostende?
Ostende is 40 minutes drive to Ostende.
Do you hear about the scandal? The negligence, let me not call it scandal yet. The negligence of the selfishness of the mayoress of Banjul. That she was on record, like calling press conference saying that the collaboration between Ostende, city of Ostende, or the government of Ostende and Banjul City Council, that they are going to help Banjul City Council. Now there is an audio going on, one of a Gambian descent who is working in Belgium here, who is having collaboration with this non-governmental organizations who are also linked to Ostender. We all know Ostender is a rich tourist destination. Gemeente. They are rich. They can help. Like cities like that can help communities in the Gambia. So there is this audio going. The Banjul City Council had an agreement with the city of Ostender. Through their European Union funding, that to fund some projects in the Gambia. But Roy Malik Law, is not coming forward towards that project because according to this sister on the record that she's saying, Roy Malik Law said they want to delay those projects until a UDP-led government come to office. It can also reference to the record of the deputy chairman of the KMC saying that they have to lobby under the concept of the next election will be a UDP-led government. What is that honesty to the Gambian population?
Okay, ika video, ika audio mo putting. Moranga receive the mole akinya na I listen to the audio. Ika the sister mumbe story explain kind. Fortunately, I know the sister very well. Understand?
Okay. Okay, you know her.
I know her very well. I know her husband, her family. I know where she stayed. That I spoken on few occasions. We know each other personally.
Before we go further, how credible is that sister?
Okay. Well, one thing I can say, she is also 100% NPP supporter. Understand?
Okay.
She is the supporter of NPP, President Barrow. Okay. And what I know about her, she hated UDP more than anything else because the Nakanyan conversation was a role. Nindaraje no kakachale no kafa na UDP GMC. Okay, GMC atal munna moletin. So his problem is UDP. Just like UDP problem is NPP, his problem is also UDP. And Usain Dabo. Yes. Okay. UDP and Usain Dabo has his biggest problem in the Gambia. That's one I can tell,
That's why that's why because when you say you know her personally, that's why I said to you how credible she is, because these information that she's sharing, these are personal, these are very critical informations. They are big allegations against the BCC, because if those projects, if what the projects that she's talking about are neglected, that is really, because I'm talking about that issue. I am linking to the story with the KMC, that they are saying they put in projects, community projects into waiting to wait for their government to come, because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The similarities. I give you this similarity between Basse, the story in Basse, and what's happening in KMC. But I want to understand the idea of this ideology. Why should people serving the community, have a political motive towards community developments?
One thing in that.
Do you believe that?
Okay. One thing, you have to look at the person involved here, Okay. Rohi Malik Law, is the person in question here. Me, I'm not UDP and I will never be UDP, you know that, So, but we should all look at what Rohi Malik Law, what he stands for and what he's doing, whether he is capable of doing something like that or not. We should also factor that into question. And we should also look at his public speeches and his track record, what he did for Banjul, and what his mission for Banjul is. So if you consider all of these things, so and see whether he can deny Banjul the development that they deserve, just because he want to wait until UDP government come in. Something she has no control over, something she has no control over. So for me, I don't know whether the story is true or not, but I don't want to believe that Rohi Malik Law will have such a such a project in his hand and have opportunity to spend it in Banjul, and Banjul will uplift the life and living condition of people of Banjul, and that in turn will be credit to her also as a mayor, So he can use that also in his next campaign, to tell the Banjula, you know what, I did this and this and this when I was a mayor, through my contacts, through my this and this. So if you vote for me again, expect more from me, because of this and this and this, because it's something people can see more by because it's talking about 3 million euros. If you invest 3 million euros in Banjul, that's going to be a lot of things. So this is for Malik Law's his own political benefit. This project is good for him. Something he can, just like President Barrow can say, Malik Law can stay in the next election and say, so because of this, you understand? So, and he is a citizen of Banjul. Whether during the time of NPP or UDP, the development is for the people of Banjul, not for Dabo, not for Usenu.
Yes.
Not for Usenu, not for Barrow. It's for the people of Banjul, and he is in Banjul.
Yes.
So why? I don't think he will be that selfish. He'll be that selfish just for the interest of UDP or let's say Usenu Dabo. He will deny his people of the development that he himself, fight so much for. So much for. And then at the end of the day, the money is there, but you say, no, I'm not going to use the money. I'm going to wait until the next government.
But you are a burger of this country, and you know how transparent is here. You can help us know whether this is true or false because all the others maybe they will be giving them contacts. They will be giving them contacts of people here. This sister will just link them to people that she want them to talk to. Like she's saying, I will give you to Peter. I can call my friend Peter here, and give them the number. I have Belgian friends. My colleagues, my co-workers, and some people from the PB, they are here. I know people whose name they are Flemish. I give them numbers. They will talk to them, and they will just mislead Gambians. But you are here. You can go to Ostende and find this true story out, bro.
Where this lady work is in Rusular here. I know it's just few minutes from my house, where she work. Aka dogo kedame, aka project call fonko dame, aka move for the help in the project through European fund fonko. It's here. It's in Rusular here. I know the place. I know where she work.
Why not go on and verify this story for us, bro?
You understand?
Because maybe all these people cannot go directly to the sister, but you can go there,
Yes, I listened to this story today. I listened to it today, this evening. Somebody sent it to me, So I
also received it today, this afternoon.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. But like you said, I can even Monday I can see this woman, this lady. I can go to her office where she works in Ruslar here. It's here in our city, I can go there, and question her about this thing, interview her more, and even ask some people there, because it concerns me, it's the image of Gambia,
That's why I bring this. That's why I bring this up. You know why I wanted to talk to you about this, because I can go to Ostenda now, I demand this. I want to know this. They will not deny this. They will give it to you because this information is their duty to give you. That's information. They will give it to you. So for you here, it's a big opportunity for all of us. Like I'm hearing people saying she called us, she gave us this audio. You are here. You go to her. You can even put her on record. You go live. You talk to her. Listen, I am a Gambian, and I want this story concerns me. And I want to know the truth. Are you ready to do with me a live stream? Because you said on your record, you don't care. Roy Malik Law know you personally. When she come here, she stay at you. You even give your name. But here it is. Can you come with me on a live stream that we talk about this story? Then Gambians will know what you are talking about. Or which are those organizations that you are talking about? The Roy Malik Law took 11 million from them. Who are these people?
Yeah.
You can also say, listen, I have a political interest in the Gambia. I'm a youth mobilizer of the GMC. We want to know the story because we want justice for the Gambia. You know, we want transparency in the Gambia. Then you will have first-hand information for all of us. You know, for all Gambians. Before before she will be linking people with people that she want them to talk to.
Yeah, that I can do that, and definitely I will do that now. Like I never thought of that, but since you give me this idea, you know, and the way to do it, I can do that now. Because I have access to her. You know. I know where she works, I know her house, you know, and then I know how to go about finding things in this country, you know, because I know where to go, you know, who to ask, you know, about these things. So I will engage her. I will engage her about these things, you know, because this is serious matter, you know. It cannot be if this is true. We will expose Rohim Malik law and tell Gambian whatever, you know, and tell a Gambian what is it all about, you know. But if it is not true, also I will come out and say it. Whatever, and say it also, because he will not just tell me yes and this, but we had places where these things happen. Because I had in.
See, on the audio, she's saying to this sister, I will send you files, you know?
Yeah, files, yeah.
You can authenticate, you know how to authenticate Belgium documents are. You can authenticate these documents by going to the government itself. You say, tell them, is this, or are this document authenticate? Or even you alone, seeing this document in your hand, you will know whether they are valid document, Belgium official documents. You can know that. So me and you here, we can verify these stories, and many other Gambians who have Gambian politics and social interests, you know, we can verify. That's why I wanted to bring this topic at last, you know.
No, I think we should engage this. No, when I contact the lady, I'll try to contact her. It's late today, but tomorrow or Monday, I'll try to contact her, you know, and begin the process of, you know, finding out the truth, you know. And I'll inform you, you know, if necessary, you can also chip in, you know, we all, you know, so that, you know, it can be, you know, very authentic and something now for that, you know, people will find it very credible because it's 2 or 3 people involved, you know, not only her, you know, and we are all in this country, you
know. I bring this up. I was very happy that you said you are free, because coming on story in Moy, when I received it, my mind went to you directly. I say, okay, we are supposed to have our program this weekend. So I will tell you this, and then, you know, you being so close to Ostenda, because me, if I have to go to Ostenda, it will cost me. I have to drive like 1 hour. Yeah, so
I know your place
close. So, and you, so luckily, you know this sister personally, so you can engage her. You can go directly to where she's working for the sake of Gambians. You know,
really, this is
saying if this doesn't go away, if this go through, they might put Gambian lobby groups in a blacklist, so that Ostenda will not fund anything into. But for people who don't know Ostenda, you and I know.
Ostenda is
a very rich
famous city. Yeah, very rich city.
Yeah, rich. So if Ostenda is giving funds, so to a Gambian community,
it's
that is authentic and it is going through. Because if the projects go through, you tomorrow you might lobby something from Fosla or me, I lobby something from Turnout here for other government in Basse. They will say no, Ostenda already gave us bad reference about Gambian lobby groups, and it might not go well. So thank you for the time, bro. I challenge you on that. I know you will do something about it. And
really, you can count on me. I will do something about it.
Just keep me anyhow. If I have to come in, I will also. I don't mind driving. Come in. We make an appointment with her. Driving to your city. We go directly to that town, to her workplace. We talk to her. We find ourselves for the sake of the rumors and verifications. You know. What do you have to say to our viewers? You know, we close because I know you were out. You might be very tired. You know.
It's time for prayer almost. Thank you very much. Mbafula viewers ole ala baraka bak ala juberola. Mbal tendula mbal jaila. Ale time momenta pour kan jube. So al sikarika the conversation jibe. So bajila ko ngako men kacha Gambia ko la no. Pour jenna ideal si año fana si karanyo bul fana no. So mbal tendula mbal jaila Allah jubero ana Allah la moy kulni mala so ni ala ni so inshallah fo lokun ko ten so mba fulal bi ala baraka alama ala suto di ala no
amen. Boy, thank you very much, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Hear from you, man. Have a wonderful
yeah. I'll keep you updated.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I also say
for
good
real.
night to everybody. Thank you very much. Have a good night. That was the open conversation. You know, it's good to talk to people. If you want to appear on this platform, if you have something to say, you just contact me. I will put you here. We talk about it. I want to talk to one Basse. Me fala haldu de pai kum Basse gokun, you know. Lama. Juan Lama. Lama, what I try high school jango mi halda mako because that boy he talk a lot about mishaps in Basse. I want to talk to him. I want to have one-on-one program on him. Mi anda jango sa. Mi wada mo joni contact jango nyalor ma mi mako times mo wadi free mi yow today mako because Lama de balde fo no wodi ko ni mo mettude about Basse. URR ko mo hala fi mo wadi a lot of live videos. What I try me jango simwa I more connect me halda mako high school some 30 minutes 1 hour. Maybe I will just go live Facebook live directly on my Facebook page mi halda mako because PGOD mo what I lament mo what I complain PGOD about URR Basse, you know. Boy, you know, you talk about fee Basse mo ya you know adugol ara topic je Basse wana fi ara PG ala wadu de Basse tong, you know the himbe obe Basse nabe because I 345 mi do foti hebude de makko program mo alda mo kanko mo wulito no about Basse about this about passport and ID card, something like that, you know. How difficult people of URR find it to get passport or visa ID card. They have to go up to the combos and all those things. I think it's high time that I know the state maybe not that much equipped or find they don't decentralize those kind of things, but I think there must be mechanisms or ways to make it easier that somebody who want a passport from Basse or URR or CRR should not be traveling up to the combos just to go and file for his or her passport or something like that. So the state should do something about it. I will try to get one of these brothers, Siri 45 or Lama, one or Italian. I will try and get to talk to these two brothers, one of them, one at a time. Inshallah. Allah ku walde jam. Okay, thank you very much.